Good, good evening, good morning, and good night. Welcome to Inappropriate Radio. It's your host, Shauna. Welcome, guys. Let's get into it. Okay, so I know this is going to sound weird, and I don't want you guys to think I'm crazy. Trust me, I'm going to bring the topic around full circle. Today, we're going to be talking about metals. Specifically jewelry, but metals, right? That's what I'm getting at. We're getting at metals. 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 Okay? I'm not going to go over the definition for that today because it's self-explanatory. You guys can do that on your own. I'm not going to use this little precious time that we have to define such a minute common word. Okay. The reason why I'm bringing this up is because the Most High communicated some things with me, as he always does, all of us, right? When you're crazy, God talks to you. I didn't come across some information. I made an observation, and I think we all have noticed it, and I think I have a little piece of the information as to why we make those observations, right? Back in a long time ago days, right? At the old house, we were green. We were a people of a hue. We were darker. We were not brown. I mean, right now, I'm just going to catch you guys up. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Earth, the world, this planet is going to always reflect everything that's going on that it can explain us, right? So right now, when the seasons change, what happens to the leaves, right? They get darker, just like us. In the summer, when it gets warmer, we get darker. When it gets lighter, when the weather gets colder, we get lighter. Look at the trees. The trees get lighter in weight. They get more brittle. When in the fall, in the summer, the leaves are green, right? In the fall, the leaves are orange, brown. And I'm going to tell you guys that I got some of this information from Dr. Ballantyne, and I just used it to kind of sum up my own understanding of this, and I'm passing on the knowledge, and it is your duty to further extend what it is you're listening to get a better understanding if coming here is not enough. Okay? Now, this is important because we used to be green. We used to be a hue. We used to be really, really, really dark, like a green or a purple, right? And we were that color because our blood, follow me. Our blood was gold based. Okay? Now it is iron based, still a metal, but because we've been in this realm, the earth realm, we've been broken down a little bit, right? There was oxidation process, right? The process of oxygen combining with another element. Back then it was gold. Now it's iron. But back then, just follow me, okay? It was gold, right? So what used to happen was we required an oxidation period in order to withstand life here on this element, or else we would have probably boiled over. Why this is important to spiritual warfare, I'm gonna tell you right now. What's happening is we are elevating as a people, and I know a lot of people who are spiritually ascending, right? And not just spiritually, I mean financially ascending, mentally ascending, emotionally. As we grow and develop, we acquire things that we always wanted, things we've always been attracted to. Why is it that Black people are so attracted to jewelry, to metals? Hello, people. We are missing those things from our bodies. Wink, wink. You know the Austin Power Pinky by the yeah, one of those moments, right? Think about it. Your body, aside from this being gold, silver, being amongst the minerals in, golds and metals and all that good stuff that we need to sustain life, we naturally already have them in our bodies. In addition to them naturally already existing in the earth's crust, in the ground, we can find them here, right? And remember, the earth is a reflection of us. Why is that important? I will tell you why. What does this have to do with spirituality and spiritual warfare? I will tell you. What's happening is we are preparing spiritually. Every day, we're growing closer and closer to our end's journey, our journey's end. Death, transition, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Or the ultimate height that our spirit can go, even on this realm. So as days go by, we're getting closer and closer to coming back to our natural states, which requires some things. Now, remember in the Egyptian days, gold was a thing. I mean, it was in abundance. Even servants wore gold, because it was so easy to get. They didn't have to pay for it. It was right there, right? It grew out of the earth abundantly, and it still does. I want to say in America, California is one of those places where you can go digging and you can find gold in abundance. I'm pretty sure that's why Hollywood is there. Okay? To protect the mountains. And I'm not going to get into that because this is not a geography course or geology course. This is a spirituality podcast. Okay? Go on National Geographic for that information. I'm not trying to be funny. I'm just saying, I want to stick to the topic because I will go all the way over there and I'll forget why I even brought this up. Okay? So, this is important because not only is our body and our psyches craving the things that we naturally have access to as a people, right? We grew up with these things at our feet. So it's not like, oh, look at me, I have gold. This is a more of a, I'm coming back closer to the things that makes me me, makes me who I am. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Gold, silver, iron, these are aluminum. These are metals that naturally occur in us, in our genetic makeup, right? So when put into a spiritual context, you have to ask yourself, why do rappers get money and go buy jewelry? I think it's in the contract that they have to, but I'm just saying, other than, I'm not even going to say rappers, scratch, I'm sorry, I take that back, because a regular common person, when I got me a couple of $1,000s, one of the first things I went and did was bought some jewelry, right? I'm not a rapper. I don't have some big music deal or contract. So what I'm getting at is that when we advance spiritually and we start developing, we start to acquire a taste and a need for the things that brings us back to our ancestors. These are things that our ancestors had in abundance. Like I said, it grew at their feet. So when put into context, copper, right? There's just so many different things. I mean, let's take a look at the periodic table. And a lot of those elements that naturally occur in the earth are in our bodies, and that will go back to God saying we come from the earth, right? We were made from dirt. We were made from dirt. We come from the dirt, and we're gonna go back to the dirt. So I'm not gonna get into that right now. It's the month of Ramadan, okay? I'm not gonna drive anybody crazy, but I do want you guys to take a closer look at the periodic table, because it'll further explain us as a people. I am not excluding any other ethnic group. I just know that people who come from the center of the earth, the core of the earth, Africa, I just know that people who come from that place geographically, they have a closer relationship with the elements. That's all I'm saying. And I believe the darker your hue, the darker you have the ability to tap into those things, because they are already connected to us. So think about this as magnets, right? We draw on the things and attract the things that are in us. So that's important, because it's another aspect of who we are as a people, physically and spiritually. I have this amethyst stone. I've had it for quite some time now, and I know the books say that we're not supposed to sport them. I'm in disagreement with a lot of what these books says, mainly because God didn't come down and write them. Humans wrote them, and they've been rewritten over time. So I'm not going to get into that, though, because this is not a religion course, right? This is a spirituality course, so let's try to stay on that. But I'm bringing that up because I know a lot of people are going to say, aren't you Muslim? And, yada, yada, yada. Okay? So I believe that the Most High wanted me to bring this up because we should start studying the periodic table more. I mean, myself also. I used to have this weird fascination actually with the periodic table. And, I was doing some studying, and then I came across Dr. Valentine, and I was looking at, he has a vast amount of information. They even have a book. It's not written by Dr. Valentine, but there's a book. I forget the author's name, but it's called The Green Man. It just goes into a little bit of history. And I'm going to say this. When you're doing this type of research, I think it's important to if you're serious about it, I think it's important to have sources that are not just online. I think it's important to go to the library, because some of these books and this information is not going to be online. You need to actually go to the library, places where this information is kept. Newark has a really good library. I enjoy going to the library. I haven't checked out a book in a while, but I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to have to do that, because if I'm sending you guys to do it, I have to do it too. That's the deal that I made with the Most High. If I say it, if I commit someone else, I have to do it too, right? Even when I'm giving advice, I have to follow it. So I've been very careful these days of the things that I'm saying out of my mouth, because I don't want to be held to a standard that I cannot upkeep, right? So, we have extended the time. I am still going to make this a shorter segment, because I don't want you guys to fall asleep. I want you guys to stay with me. But yeah, just, and I believe in reality, this will bring people closer to their ancestors. It'll give people a better idea of their lineage. Even some pastors and preachers and ministers, they have gold on their necks and on their wrists, and This is really important, guys. I don't have all of the information, and I'm only scathing over this because remember I told you guys I'm going to always come back to the topics we discuss with more information. This is just introduction. I don't know who all is listening, right? I just know that when the Most High tells me a topic, I'm gonna go over that topic. I actually didn't really study how I usually do. I usually go all into the studying, but he's like, don't do that this time because we're gonna come back to that. But in a nutshell, guys, metals. It's time for us to start looking at the metals. You can make bombs. You can make, who knows? Somebody might come up with a new, discovery. It's time for us to start paying attention because that periodic table tells us a lot of who we are. The elements are very important and the metals are no different. So I'm going to leave you guys with a task. Check out the periodic table. Go to the periodic table. Just look at it. Look at it really good, long and hard. Take 3 elements from the table. They could be random. Just look at it and let it talk to you. Let it talk to you. Let the table talk to you, and whatever 3 elements jump out at you, not what you see first, the ones that are the most appealing to your eye. Look at it and research the 3 elements that stand out the most to you. Research them. I mean, the region where they're abundant, when it was found, the purpose of it, the color, the qualities of it. I mean, really, really research the 3 elements that stand out to you the most. I'm going to tell you guys why later. But right now, just when you have the opportunity, just look at the periodic table, okay? I'm going to go. It's Sunday. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hope you're relaxing, making money, eating something healthy and good, and drinking your water and minding your business, okay? You guys have a good week. Have a good Sunday. I hope you guys are doing well. That's me. So I'm gonna head out. All right, guys. Peace.